So after watching the video that I put out yesterday, I realized that I didn't say everything that I was wanting to say. I didn't really get my point across, really, of the heart of the matter of why I firmly believe that you can't have true love without free will. And I actually didn't even realize how many or how popular of a philosophy, or whatever you want to call it, that determinism or deterministic thinking is. And so I really, and you know, because science points there and a lot of other things point there. And so I wanted to do this in-depth study for myself and really find, okay, what is free will? Do we have it? Do we not? Are we in control, or are we not in control? And like I said on the video yesterday, even after all of the research that I've done, I still firmly believe that free will, that we have it, that we obtain it. And I think evidence of that is love. I think evidence that free will exists and that we have it is love. And that's the point that I was trying to make yesterday. And so I just wanted to talk about that a bit more. The videos that I've been making in this series on love and free will, but free will, love, you can't have true love without free will. The videos that I've been making have been, I firmly also believe that love isn't a feeling. It's something more than a feeling. And also that, love is pain, and that pain looks like sacrifice. And that sacrifice is founded on responsibility and accountability. And really, when you look at those points that I'm trying to make, that love isn't a feeling, love is pain, and that pain looks like sacrifice, and that love is accountability and responsibility, that if I say I love you, that means that I'm now responsible for you, and I am accountable to you, and my actions are accountable to you, and all of that. Really, what that means is when you go in depth to that kind of love, which is the till death do us part kind of love, that love, and I talked about it yesterday with just the situation that I had where I didn't want to get up, I didn't want to make a video, I didn't want to do it at all. My mind was telling me no, my body was telling me no, my soul, heart, whatever you want to call it, was just like, you just need to rest, you just need to take it easy. But I was like, no, I have these dreams, I have these things that I want to do in life, and they're not going to happen if I just sit and be idle. And there is a time for rest, but I noticed that I rest so much more when I fight for that peace. And I actually made this short film about it called Fighting for Peace, and it was one of my first videos that I put on this channel. And just saying that, I have this peace that I want, but I have to fight for it. I have to actually get up and go. I actually have to get up and do things to feel satisfied. And that can be good and bad. It can be good because it's you get up and you do work, but it can be bad because it's also then when are you actually, resting? And there's so much in that. That's a completely different topic. That's a whole nother video. But in terms of free will, that I have the will to get up. I have the will to go against my human instinct, my human nature that says that I can just sit, I don't have to do it. I don't have to do anything today. Yesterday I could have been a couch potato and just watched movies, and I could have just, left my thoughts to myself and not recorded them or whatever, but I chose to get up and I chose to make the video because of something greater, because of a greater purpose and understanding that I, existentially believe that I can, that purpose, that, some people could call it destiny, and that's a whole nother video, that I believe that, I can obtain or arrive to those places, those dreams, those things that I want to do in life. And I have to choose that when there's nothing in me that wants to do it, that I have said, you know, I have these dreams and I love the dreams, and so I'm accountable to them, I'm responsible to them, and that like they're going to require sacrifice. So out of all the things that were going on in my head, I chose to get up and I chose to do it. And the same exact thing is with love, even in your relationships. It's like when there's nothing in you that wants any part of reconciliation, that you still choose to get up, you still choose to reconcile, you still choose to do it. You know, I think basic human instinct says that, like, basic human instinct justifies a fear of rejection. Basic human instinct says, like, okay, I know I'm going to get rejected. I know they're not going to like me. I know they're not going to do this. So I'm going to just kind of step back and I'm not going to do anything. I'm going to remain isolated. Basic human instinct is this fight or flight mentality. And, you know, you can choose to fight or you can choose to flight. You can choose to run. And, you know, I mean, you could get into the chemistry of all of it and the science of all of it. And, you know, I'd love to talk about it with you in the comments, because I love talking about this kind of stuff. But in those situations, no matter what your body is telling you, you still have a choice. This one neuroscientist that my dad is reading a lot about, she said that we are a lot more in control than we think. And, you know, I said this in the video that I put out yesterday, that we only understand less than 10% of our brain and what we're actually capable of. And so I think in that, it's also in our understanding that, oh, we just understand that maybe science is deterministic, but we don't know. And based on love, based on true love, based on a love that it's a choice to love them. It's a choice to go against all of your fears, all of your pride, you know, all of it, fear, pride, jealousy, insecurity, all of it, and still choose to love, still choose to get up and go. I think that right there is evidence that free will exists, and that you can't have a true, I mean, try to imagine a love that doesn't involve a free choice. Do you really love that person then? If it's, then you get into a whole, like, well, I fell in love with you, and so now I didn't have a choice in that matter because I fell in love with you. But then, okay, so, you know, 5 years down the line in that relationship, when and it doesn't matter what kind of relationship it is, when you're fighting, when there's a disagreement, do you fall out of love and then you fall in love with somebody else? It just, you know, I think that says part of it right there, that it's just like, man, there's so much more to it, and free will has a part to play in it, and you have a choice, you have decisions to make, you have control, so much more control than you realize. And, you know, that's, hopefully I'm getting my point across, and that's really why I adamantly believe that true love cannot exist without free will. And I'd love to hear what you have to say in the comments, and so let me know your thoughts, let me know what you think. Yeah, so I'll see you guys in the next video.